Here you the Lord Potato, and this is what if Naruto was a dragon god. I don't know what I did for the thumbnail to make it rainbow hair. I just thought of like elements because most of the elements are different colors. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you get the point. The person who asked me for this is the troll face guy. Troll profile guy. Okay. Yeah, he says, what if Naruto was a dragon god? No ships. So, Naruto is born. Now, the Nine Tails is still gonna happen, blah blah blah. The Nine Tails is not actually gonna go be sealed into Naruto. Since, first of all, well, it sort of is gonna be sealed into Naruto. It's just the yang half. But there's another seal into Naruto. A seal that a being himself, the dragon god, since I'm gonna usually, like, let me say this. The dragon god came after the whole Big Bang. And yeah. Now he got bored one day and just decided to, well, give all his powers and even conscious and even himself and seal it inside a kid. He picked randomly. There was this just, you know those spinning wheels and all that? He just spin the wheel! And it kind of just landed on Naruto, the newborn. So yeah. I don't know why I thought of it like that. I was like, you know what, that's actually good. That's good enough. Spin the wheel! Yeah, I have no clue why I thought of that. So yeah, Naruto's actually gonna have two things sealed inside him. One is actually his true form, and the other being, well, the Nine Tails. Not his true form. Just something that Minato just did real quick, sealed the Nine Tails inside him. Now, Naruto, he does not have the whisker marks. He should have had the whisker marks, but instead of having whisker marks, well, I mean, he still has the whisker marks. It's just, yeah, that's still gonna be a thing. Actually, yeah, I'm just leaving up the whisker marks. I was thinking of not doing it, but then again, screw it, sure, why not? Naruto's hair is yellow. It is yellow. Also, if you're thinking of, what's it called? If you're thinking of a god, or, well, dragon god, if you're thinking of, like, it should have been like a light dragon or something, a light dragon isn't the creator of all dragons. It's basically another element of dragons. Like the darkness dragon, that's the opposite of the light dragon. So, of course, the god dragon is supposed to have multiple different wings, which, this is how I imagine it. Multiple different wings, like this one right here. And of course have like multiple, how should I say, multiple different elements, like multiple of like all of these elements or even more, whatever, around him, like a ring up behind him. Think of that of like Zamasu when he was in fusion, that little white ring was behind him. Think of that, but instead having a bunch of like elements around it. Like they're all in like circles, just like dot 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 dot. You get the point. Around it. So yeah, that's how I see a dragon god. Yeah. Now, Naruto, he is, well, still hated by the village, blah blah blah. Nothing really changes until Naruto, it is, well, 6. Naruto, when he was about to get beaten up by the villagers, well, not villagers, he managed to run away from the villagers, because for some reason he's a lot faster than normal kids, and way stronger than normal kids. Pretty much the Dragon God did seal, like, almost everything, yeah, of himself into Naruto, but kind of left it open so some of his power will actually start kind of, well, not consuming Naruto, but actually, how should I say, being connected to Naruto. So, of course, the strength, the speed, of course, it's not all the way there like the Dragon God. Naruto just only gets, like, fragments of, like, power and all that over time. But yes, of course the Dragon God can actually unseal the whole seal, but yeah, you get the point. So, Naruto, he is just, well, running away from the village, or villagers, should I say. Also, I'm supposed to go get my sibling from school, and I don't know if I should just keep recording this when I'm driving, but I'm just saying. Because in a little while, I'm gonna have to go get my sibling and all that. But yeah, fuck, I should have never did this like that way late. But let me keep continuing. So Naruto, he is, running away from the village. Of course, when he managed to run away from the villagers and all that, he is now in the forest. Not in the dead forest, in the outside, the outskirts of the forest and all that, from the village. Now, Naruto managed to just come to a stream. It's just a small stream. Well, not yeah, it's sort of a small stream, not a very wide stream or anything. Just like a small stream. Also, there's some rocks around the stream and all that. There's also some trees. And why I'm mentioning there's some things around it because it'd be sort of important later on. But yeah, Naruto is just looking at it and it seems so beautiful and everything. He looks into the sky. It's all dark. He can see the stars, the moon, and all that. He really likes everything. He sees everything, like every element or nature he sees, anything. He sees it so calming. Like something just kind of blinks inside him, but he doesn't get it why. So Naruto is just walking around until a giant bear tries to attack him. Naruto just jumped away from him, actually managing to. Because his speed is pretty good. He can easily dodge. He has the instant just to dodge because of the Dragon God. So when the bear tries to keep trying to rush at him and try to slice at him, Naruto kind of put his hands into a cross motion to try to block or anything. And of course Naruto's in the little stream. He's in the water. I forgot to mention. He jumped into the stream and all that. He's sort of in the water. So when the bear was about to just claw at him, Naruto put his hands into an X motion trying to block or anything. The water lifts up and goes to protect Naruto. It just does a water cross wall or something. And then it blocks the attack from the bear. The bear is confused. Naruto still has his eyes closed, but his hair has changed into a bluish color like the stream. Of course, Naruto's hair of course was blonde, but it just changes. Now, when Naruto looks up, his eyes are blue but slicked. This is not the Nine-Tails because the Nine-Tails will have a red crimson eye of slicking on them. It will sort of be looking like not like the fox, but instead of a dragon eye. Now, dragon eyes will be completely different from a fox or anything. They might be slick, they might be a little bit wide or thin. They also might have different patterns and all that. But this is mostly how it looks like that Naruto has. This eye right here, this blue one. It's kind of a different pattern and all that. But yeah. Of course, with Kurama's eyes, it is slicked and all that, but it's red, crimson red. Now, the Dragon God has kind of still sleeping in, Naruto's seal. Because Naruto is still a child, so he's not very, he's confident that Naruto will survive, but of course, he still feels the hatred of Naruto and all that. He's kind of confused, but then he realizes he's basically right next to the fox. The fox cannot really sense, the Dragon God, because the Dragon God has, no chakra. He doesn't use chakra. This is basically just what's called. He has something called magic, which I'm gonna be Yeah, Naruto's gonna be basically having magic, somewhat, but also to control elements. But yeah, manipulation. I mean, it's not really magic, but you get the point. So because mostly dragons are from into places where magic of wizards or something like that. I mean, it can be also on Naruto. Yeah, I think Naruto did have dragons, or they did have a clan that's of dragons, or not dragons, but of people that can use dragons, something like that. I can't remember. So, Naruto, he's using the water to block. Of course, the bear keep trying to scratch at Naruto, but doesn't realize he can go behind Naruto. Naruto just has his arm still in a cross, but amazed on how he's actually controlling water. So, I'm gonna have to kind of hurry up for this what if. So Naruto is kind of blocking against the bear. The bear is keep trying to scratch at Naruto, but cannot get anywhere near him because the fact that the water is kind of dense and sort of stopping the bear cannot get anywhere. Not even his claws can get through the water. Cause the water is not frozen, but it's stopping the claws attack, the impact. every time where the claw kind of just scratched into the water, it looks like it didn't do anything. Which, yeah, when you hit water, does it look like you did any damage to it? No, not really. Because when it kind of scratches the car or anything, it doesn't look like you did anything because the water just falls back down onto the same mark. So yeah, it flows towards where the attack just happened in an instant. Which, yeah, it might look like you did something, but not really, since it's sort of like, how should I say, parallel and not down or up. So yeah, since that's happening, Naruto is really just hoping the bear can just leave him alone. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing, because Naruto doesn't know what he's doing, because he never ever experienced this ability or anything. With that happening, Naruto is really kind of getting annoyed with the bear keep trying to scratch at him. Now, Naruto doesn't know what to do because he's only being able to block, and he doesn't want to move his arms away. That's in case maybe the water will fall back down if he does it. So he doesn't know what to do. Now, of course, Naruto is like, dang, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Until Naruto just kind of got annoyed with the bear. And of course, the bear is keep attacking. He just wants Naruto, because he's kind of hungry and all that. So what Naruto does is move one of his hands away, and then one of his eyes turn brown. A brownish color. With that being a brownish color, like his hair was blue, of course, now it became half brown. The other side still being blue. He'd still be able to control the water with one hand. Now, Naruto is just looking at the bear, and what he does is, like a swipe motion. With that happened, one of the rocks that was sort of in the stream, it was a big rock or anything. Naruto just swipe at the rock to see maybe he can do something, because he doesn't know if the water be able to attack, the bear. He doesn't know if he can do water splash or anything to try to shoot it away. He tried to do something with the water, but of course he did something else with earth. He used earth instead, so he basically got one of the rocks to just throw it at the bear, which the bear gets hit by the rock. And of course the bear gets angry and tries to attack Naruto, but Naruto was like, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Great. The bear tries to rush at Naruto, like full on rush Naruto. But when he hits the water again, nothing actually happens. The bear is kind of getting annoyed. The fact that he can't get Naruto, and, Naruto is just defending and, hitting him with the rock and all that. With that happening, the bear just decides to say, fuck this. You're being so damn annoying, just let me eat you. And Naruto can actually understand what the bear is saying. Since even though a dragon god he can speak any language because he's a god, at least dragon and all that. He can sort of understand animals, since, there's a bunch of animals. So yeah, you get the point. So he can sort of understand animals. Now, Naruto says, fuck you, bear, I'm not gonna let you eat me. And the bear says, fuck you. And then Naruto says, you realize I can understand you, right? And the bear says, wait, hold up. Humans can't understand me. What the fuck am I saying? You just said I can't understand you. Fuck. How the hell do you know that? Naruto says, I have no clue, but still, I'm not letting you eat me. Now fuck you. And the bear says, fuck you too. Now, with Naruto just using the water thing and talking to the bear just says, screw you, kid. You want? Screw off. I don't care about it. You can go F off, and I'm just gonna leave. And so, Naruto just lets go of the water, and, his hair goes back to yellow, and his eyes become, blue. Just normal blue. And not slicked. With that happening, what's it called? Naruto is just, he's going, he's kind of just laying in the water, even though, even though he just doesn't, how should I say, He just doesn't know what the hell even happened, because he can understand the bear and he can control elements. But when Naruto tries to lift up the water again with like his hand, he can't do it anymore. He's confused. The problem is why he couldn't do it anymore is because that was just an instant that he actually controlled water. He's not in great danger or anything. So yeah. So with that being, Naruto is just confused. But then again, he just stayed in the forest. So just, well, kind of just wonder what the hell he did. Because it doesn't feel like chakra, I should mention. Any that Naruto used any element does not feel like chakra. But no one needs to know about that. Or Naruto doesn't even know how chakra feels like when he uses any chakra element. With that happening, Naruto's confused, but then again, he doesn't care. So, Naruto, he is right now just thinking, what should I do? What should I do? I don't want to go back to the village, so I probably go ask the Hokage. So the Hokage is the only one that likes Naruto, because yes, that's still gonna happen. Naruto is just confused with the whole anime creation. He could ask Hokage, but then again, there's a bunch of people that will still hate him. Now, since he did unlock those, like, how should I say, that element and all that, the water and earth, one of his eyes didn't actually go back to normal. His not dark blue eyes, his crystallized blue eyes that was in original canon, the blue eyes, just stayed brown. But of course, it's not select, it's just a pupil. Both of them are both pupil, not select. So, of course, Naruto, he is just going back to the village, because he did eat some food and all that. He managed to catch some fish and all that. When he goes to a, how should I say, down the more stream and all that, there was actually another stream, but it was bigger and all that. It was a bigger pond and all that. And Naruto managed to catch some fish. But Naruto, when he was wondering how the fuck he make fire or anything, well, I mean, he knows how to make fire a little bit, but he was just looking at the fire one time. When he was cooking that fish, when he was cooking fish, he looked at the fire and he touched it. The fire didn't burn him. Like, people say that the fire burns you, or blah, blah, blah. And that, Naruto, when he touched the fire didn't burn him. But instead, when Naruto pulled his hand away, looking like he grabbed a chunk of the fire was still on his hand. And Naruto just sees that the fire doesn't burn him. That's because Naruto does not notice that he has his hair into a orange-red color. And of course, one of his eyes are orange-red, but it's not slicked. So of course, Naruto doesn't notice. But of course, it goes back to brown, and Naruto just puts his hand into water. And he didn't actually notice his eyes being any different. Because he didn't actually look into the water that well. He just put his hand back into the water. But when he pulls it out, it seems like the fire is inside the water ball, like Naruto actually made it. Naruto's creating more new things, but it's not new things. It's basically the Dragon God already did it. But Naruto is just finding out more new things, which he's confused. So what Naruto does is, well, any little kid does is grab the ball made out of water and fire and throw it at a tree. What it does is smashes into the tree. The water just disperse another, and the fire goes onto the tree, starts burning it. Now Naruto's confused, and then Naruto just tries to use the water again to maybe swipe it again. So he swipes it, and some of the water kind of hits into the tree, kind of extinguishing the fire. Now Naruto says, "Thank God, phew, I didn't cause a fire for us." Phew. So yeah, Naruto's eyes are, his hair is still yellow. His eyes, one is blue, one is brown, but Naruto doesn't know about that, but yeah. So with that happening, Naruto is just, going towards the village. Now, of course, this is where I'm at. I'm probably gonna forget where I'm at, because I gotta go get my siblings. Sibling from school, and I'm gonna pause it, so I'm probably gonna forget where I'm at. But yeah, There's a good chance I'm gonna forget, but yeah. I should probably check the damn mail. Let me check that thing. There's a lot of noise in the background. My apologies. Basically, just outside. I never go outside. No, I'm just kidding. I do go outside, but yeah. With that happening, I don't want to sound crazy when doing the video during the freaking I'm picking up my sibling and all that. So there's a good chance I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna come back later. Yeah. First of all, still, I wonder who actually like records while like. I mean, yeah, some people do record in public for like their RLs or whatever the fuck it's called, their vlogs or something. But I don't vlog. I'm mostly a what if YouTuber. I never show my real face or what I look like or whatever. So just realized one thing. Of course, I can still record sort of with me kind of driving. It's just the problem is I have to use one hand because the other hand has to make sure the video, well, I mean, the what's it called, screen doesn't turn off, and because that actually cuts out the whole what I'm trying to say. Because for some reason it let me say this again. It autos, how should I say, turns off the video recording for some reason. With that happening, it gets annoying because it didn't do this to my old phone when I record. For some reason, this one does, and it gets annoying as hell. So of course, yes, I know I'm not supposed to be. Well, I mean, I'm looking at the freaking road. I'm just not supposed to. Well, how should I say, look down on my phone. Never do this, but I'm not driving that far. So yeah. So back to the whole Naruto whatever. So Naruto, he is just going to the village, and of course, when he is about to get to the village, the guards, the two guards, the internal Juniors or whatever they're called again, they are there, but the problem is they don't really like hate Naruto. Since the original canon, I think they never hated Naruto, if I can get that right. But in this one, they still don't hate Naruto because it's Naruto. Why would they hate Naruto? But yeah. So when they let Naruto in, Naruto is just thank you and all that. He like tells them thanks and all that. But that's all. So yeah. Man, this is bullshit. Fucking traffic sucks. But wait, what am I doing? Okay, so this is where I'm actually gonna be pausing it. I know I'm probably gonna forget where I left it off, but yeah. Yeah, pausing it. Back to where I left it off. Now, Naruto. He is, well, at the whole tuning. So, I don't know why I said back to where I left off. Whatever. So, he's with the whole tunings and all that. And, of course, they both let Naruto in because, yeah, they know about Naruto's whole past or whatever. Not really past, but they know about Naruto's problem. Somewhat. So, yeah, it's because they can tell what the kunai to an well, yeah, you get the problem. A demon and a human, whatever. So, with that happening, Naruto is let back in, but of course, the two tuning guards thought, wait, does Naruto always have two different color eyes? Whatever. They just let Naruto in. Now, Naruto gets to where the Hokage is at, the Hokage title. Now, the secretary or whatever hates Naruto also to just glare at Naruto. Naruto's confused. He doesn't know why people hate him, but whatever. He goes up to where the Hokage is at. Hiruzen says, Naruto, you're here. Naruto says, yes. What's it called? Gigi. I also want to mention one thing. What was it again? Yeah. When am I supposed to learn, like, ninjutsu and all that things like that? Uh, well, Horizon says when you're the age, well, when you get the chakra coils at the age 8, you go into the academy to be trained in how to become a ninja. And Naruto says, "Oh, okay." So Naruto does go back to his house, and this is where we're gonna do a 2-year time skip. Now Naruto's now 8 years old, and well, Naruto he did not know how to control his elements, so he tried to go back out into the out of the village and all that, and train into that same stream and all that. And that bear keeps attacking him, which Naruto is finding out more and more every time he this is sort of a training thing with the bear and all that keeps attacking him. But Naruto can actually figure out one thing. He can control more than just water and I guess stones. Because yes, that's a stone that he used. A giant stone. He can control more than just stone and water. He can also control trees. Like legit, he used leaves to cover up the bear one time. And then he also used the wood to cover up the bear and like pull him away from Naruto. He'd been learning more things around the wilderness and all that. When he was kind of just sort of, it was sort of a survival training for Naruto. But the bear is like, I need food. Give me food. You food. Get over here. Let me eat you. So yeah, that happened for 2 years. But Naruto decides to be friendly with the bear and actually brought him like steak, meat, or whatever that he managed to like get from the village. Or when Naruto's bored, he gets like the fish from the river and all that. The other rivers. So yeah, the bear and hare just became a little bit more good friends and all that. Now, Naruto, it's not like I actually... Okay, so, I should mention one thing. I don't know why I always think of a bear like Naruto's only friend. Because I did this whole thing which Naruto became friends with the bear. I think it was for what if Naruto was the grandson of Madara and had Excalibur. For some reason, I also decided to give Naruto a friend with a bear or something. I don't know why I keep doing that, but yeah, it's pretty rare for me to say something. But yeah, back to what if. I don't know why I keep going off track or whatever. So yeah, Naruto's been he's 8 years old, and when he joined the academy. He was bored as shit. Basically, the academy just teach him a bunch of shit that Naruto already learned about surviving by himself. Things that he won't ever need, like reading, writing, because he's a fucking ninja. Well, I mean, then again, he's gonna need that, but like science and other things, Naruto is not gonna probably need that. Like history, somewhat history, blah blah blah. Naruto just says, "Why am I gonna need? When am I gonna ever need that shit? Nah, I'm never gonna need that." So Naruto, he is trying to he left the academy multiple times. Like the academy started at 8 years old, right? Naruto, he just gave no fucks about the academy for about 3 good years. Instead, Naruto went out of the village to just train for 3 good years of ditching the academy. He was 8 now. Now he's 11. Wait. Yeah, 11. Sorry, I had to do math. Like, wait, did I do it right? Yeah, 11. Now, of course, the Uchiha Massacre still happens, blah, blah, blah. Sasuke's still emo, blah, blah, blah. Naruto doesn't care about him, blah, blah, blah. Now, Naruto's hair is still yellow. Somewhat. For some reason, Naruto actually figured out that his hair also changes when he's using elements, and his eyes goes into a slick mode. Which is not Kurama because he never met the Nine Tails. And he's not using any chakra, so of course he does have huge amount of chakra, but when of course they train about using Shadow Clone, the Henjutsu and all that, blah blah blah. Of course Naruto can use the Henjutsu and also the log, but when it comes to the what's it called? Illusion clones, yeah, Naruto can't do it. So he doesn't know how he can actually control the elements without chakra. Because he learns about how to using chakra and all that and how to feel it. But when Naruto uses the elements, he seems that he doesn't need chakra to use them at all. He tries again he remembers when he was younger, like 6 years old, like he made 2 elements together, 2 opposite elements together to kind of not be mixed, but be together instead of one kind of canceling the other one out or something. But instead, he tries to do that again, but with wood and water. Of course, the wood became a ball, the water became a water ball, and then Naruto tries to like put other elements in it. He tries to put fire in it with the wood and all that. The wood starts burning, the fire is there, and of course it's just burning around the wood. And of course the water is around the fire. So Naruto decides to throw it at, well, a tree. He throws it at the tree kinda, how should I say? It kinda makes a like Rasengan impact. That's how it looks like. But of course with water instead of like the actual chakra ball Rasengan. So it's water, of course the water disperses after that, and the little ball made with fire kind of burning the whole little ball and all that, the wooden ball, hits into the tree and it starts just slowly burning. Pretty slow, but yeah. Naruto noticed that he can actually do that. You can combine those elements that might cancel each other to actually be separate, but they won't cancel each other and all that. But he can also like mix elements together, like, well, ice and wind kind of making, well, not ice and wind, water and wind kind of making ice. And so, yeah, Naruto made ice. Other elements, yeah, you get the point. But since this is not a Kekkei Genkai, but an actual, well, him being Dragon God, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, Naruto. He is, well, now, we're gonna do another time skip, and he's 12 years old. And the bear that he kind of met and all that is still out there and all that. The bear was, I'm gonna say he was like 6'1" when he met Naruto. And Naruto was like 6 years old, and I don't know how tall he was. But Naruto, he is about, well, you know how in original canon he was like 4'9" or something? And this one, Naruto's actually 5'6". He's pretty damn tall. Of course, the bear is like 8'10". I'm gonna say that. And so yeah, the bear is pretty tall at him, and Naruto's getting kind of tall enough. But yeah, Naruto, he is still just training with the bear and all that. And the bear is saying this is cool and all that with the elements and all that. Then Naruto can juggle around. So of course when Naruto is like, well, sitting and all that, because of course the academy test what happened, but Naruto already knows that he's gonna fail it, so he gives no shits about being in the academy for the test or anything. And of course he fails it like 3 times and all that. And of course there's still the clan heirs. The clan heirs are actually put on to like when Naruto was sort of, how should I say, not clan heirs. They were just there and all that. They also passed, whatever. So, of course, Hiruzen has to go get Naruto, because he knows where Naruto's at, sort of. He's seen Naruto being in the forest, kind of always just training with the bear. He thought it was dangerous, but the bear didn't actually attack him or actually try to kill him. But Naruto actually feeds him and all that. So, yeah. So, Hiruzen had to tell some to go get Naruto and all that. And Naruto was right now just eating with the bear and all that. The bear was eating fish, and Naruto was eating fish also. Of course, this is where Ambus come and says, Naruto Uzumaki, you are supposed to report towards the academy to take the test. Naruto ignores them and just keeps eating the fish. The bear also ignores him, like he can care less also. He's eating fish. He's not even a ninja, and also, he's not a human, so I mean, he can care less also. And so the Yambu was like, are you ignoring us? So the Yambu person that was leading this like sort of squad is actually Yugao, the purple hair girl with what's it called, the cat mask. And also there's the other 2 that are just random and all that. Of course Yugao is just like, well, I think you should then do that. Naruto-kun, can you please just go towards the what's it called, academy so you can actually pass the test this time? Naruto says it's impossible. 2 things. I can't create a clone, an illusion clone. I have way too much chakra. I already know about that. So it's impossible for me. Even if I wanted to take the test and try to pass, it's too impossible for me. So that's why I can care less about taking the test. I already know I'm gonna fail, so. Naruto just keeps eating fish and not caring that much, but yeah, he's just like, yeah, I already know I'm gonna fucking fail. I just can care less. So of course, yeah, I'm just like, holy shit, he already knows about him having so much chakra. You guys like, don't you want to try doing the illusion clone again? You know, third time is a charm, right? Or something like that. Naruto says, nope, I already tried. I tried like a while ago and I can't do it. I gave up fully. There's no way in hell I'm not becoming a ninja, so who cares? And the bear was just like eating, so he doesn't care about the humans talking and all that. So Yuga tries to grab Naruto from like the whole shoulder and tries to pull him back. Naruto does get pulled back and is confused why she's like forcibly trying to grab Naruto away, well, towards the academy and all that. Naruto saying, please let go of me, I'm still eating, I don't actually care about going to the test. And Yuga says, what about Hiruzen? He put you in it so you can actually become stronger. Naruto says, well, he did a terrible job, guess what? I barely even live in the apartments that, of course, I was rented into. All that money that he gave me, of course, I have a secret, but I'm not going to be using it, since I can actually just hunt for myself. So there's not really much point of me being in the academy. Yeah, that's why everyone's trying to let me say it again. Why am I saying that name? No. Sabotage me. Why would I even want to try? Everyone hates me in the village. Why should I try? There's no point in trying if people hate you. There's no point in trying if, well, they're just gonna hate you anymore. Anytime you get stronger, they're just gonna hate you. Any point you just don't show any strength, they hate you. Yeah, so why would I care that much? I'd rather be traveling outside the village than be a ninja. Since that means I can actually be not counted as a rogue ninja. Yuga is kinda just, well, she kinda just squint in the whole thing. Because Naruto, even though if he doesn't become a ninja, Naruto cannot leave the village at all because he's a Jinchuriki. He can't leave the village because he's a Jinchuriki. And also, he has, well, he's basically the heir for the Namikaze and Uzumaki. He can't leave the village. He can't go travel the world or anything. Because he's a Jinchuriki. Basically, they need him for the power. Because manpower won't be kinda there that much. Because the Nine Tails is, well, the most powerful Biju, and it's, yeah, they think it's the property of Konoha. So yeah, Naruto has tried to, well, attack Naruto multiple times, but Naruto has always killed the root Ambus for no reason because he doesn't care. Because he kind of senses there's a murder intent from them trying to capture him, and also, not murder intent, but feels no emotion from them. So yeah. So, of course, Danzo has tried to attack Naruto also. And, of course, Danzo, he almost lost his, like, well, right-hand arm towards the bear, you know, the Sharingan arm. Yeah, he almost lost that. He managed to get it back, but it did explode in flames. So when Danzo did go after, well, Naruto, when he was like, I want to say 10 years old, when Naruto was 10 years old, Danzo attacked, the bear did kind of rip what's called Danzo's, well, right-hand arm, and Naruto kind of lit it on fire. Danzo, he lost all those Sharingans and all that, and tries to attack Naruto, but Naruto noticed the Sharingan that Danzo has in his right eye, and plucks it out, and just smashes in his hand. So Danzo is shocked and angry, and he can't do anything because he just lost, well, some very powerful stuff. He can't control the Kyuubi no more. So, of course, Danzo ran away. Because, even if he tries to say that the Nine Tails actually did this and that, they're gonna question, well, Hiruzen's gonna question, why did he attack you? Danzo say, fuck. So yeah, he's not trying to mention anything like that. But he is trying to get a replacement of arm. He can't, well, have the Hashirama Cell arm no more. Or the Sharingan arm, because, yeah, those things are gone. So yeah, Naruto has to fuck up Danzo. Cripple him, well, a little bit. His army of Brute Ambus, yeah, they're still growing, but Naruto already knows where the Root Ambu base is at. Naruto has sensed it. Since, of course, it's underground, right? And you can't see it through even if you use the Byakugan, because there's some seals that prevents them. Naruto, he kinda sensed it because of how he basically uses earth. He can use any element. And earth is something that he can sense. Well, the earth can sense where it is, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's the thing. And with that happening, Naruto is just, well, very overpowered now. Yuga is still trying to pull Naruto back to where Naruto's at. Yuga is still trying to pull, well, Naruto out and all that. But the bear kind of gets annoyed and actually starts helping Naruto get away from the Ambus. He actually, well, attacks some of the two Ambus and all that. Not try to claw them or anything, but just like, well, kick them. Like, kick them away and all that. Of course, the two Ambus fly into a tree. Yuga is trying to pull Naruto, but Naruto is refusing to be pulled. And the bear tries to attack Yuga. Of course, Yuga manages to dodge. Naruto jumps back and says thanks. The bear says nods and all that. And Yuga saying, Naruto, you're supposed to go to the academy. You're an academy student. Naruto says, I don't want to be an academy student. You can't make me be an academy student. Why do you want to make me be an academy student or be a ninja? Actually, I tried to be a ninja one time. Who cares? It's all just gonna fail, so why would I want to try? So yeah, Naruto's determination into, well, becoming a ninja, becoming Hokage, yeah, that thing actually just, well, passed away. Instead, Naruto's goal is to become a very strong, not ninja, or shinobi, just someone very strong, so he can protect himself. So yeah. When Naruto is right now fighting against the whole, Ambus and all that, Naruto just, like, well, managed to, beat some of the Ambus, but Yuga managed to escape. Now, Naruto just throws the Ambus into, like, some bushes, and then walks away. Now, those Ambus aren't dead, they're just, well, knocked out. So yeah. That happening, Naruto is just, well, back to eating fish, and then Naruto just decides to say, let's go. So of course they move into another spot, down the stream and all that. So this is where I'm actually gonna leave it off, because, well, I have to go do something later, mostly driving school. But yeah, next what if would be this what if. It's just I don't have enough time for right now, so that'll be probably like uploaded in the night. Yeah, it's basically what if Naruto was this guy. I don't know how to say it, but I will figure out how to say it later. Bye bye. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato say potato.